Now we're live.
Okay, now it's live.
Welcome to At the Tavern episode 7. I'm Tyler.
This is Patrick.
We are here with Fate's Battery. If you guys want to go ahead and
I'm Hallie. I'm Kaylee.
So, yeah. So we're here today to talk about Fate's Battery and other various STG projects.
This is a two-part podcast. We do have a lot to go over with you guys tonight, so enjoy.
So let's we'll start with STG stuff. We had another Merphias update. Another faction has been posted. The Dwarven faction. So check that out.
What's next week's?
Next week is the last faction actually, and they are the Republic. It's been to be done.
Awesome. All right,
So,
and we have our new.
Yes. We have a team together. We're gonna run the Iron Team together. I ran my mouth during the other podcast, so now I'm actually going to take my foot out of my mouth and do something about it.
It's going to be really awesome.
It should be fun. It should be a good time.
Yeah.
We're going to use, I think we're going to use Roll20.
Yep.
So what else we got?
Warm sheet tactics, sir.
Oh, yeah. I'll save that. Talk about that. We'll do the interview, and then we'll talk about how much we get tactics.
We don't hate it, but yeah, we'll come back to it.
You know, Alright, so we'll come back to it. So without further ado, Fate's Battery is here at the Tavern. Virtual.
Yeah. As with everyone else.
So why don't you guys just start out, give us a brief overview of how Fate's Battery started. Where it comes from.
We mainly started, we're all friends, we're all real close, and obviously, we're like super close.
We're also huge nerds.
She's a huge nerd. I wouldn't classify myself as a huge nerd, although I'm learning my nerdness slowly.
Hold on, you playing RPG, right? Or RPG?
You're part of the development team.
That cut out. I don't know what he's saying.
You're part of an RPG?
Yeah.
Then you are.
You're a nerd.
No, I'm a nerd. I know I'm a nerd now. But I'm just saying it was a slow learning process just getting to that point. No, I think at the point that you play an RPG like 2 nights a week or like 6 hours, like literally 6 hours of your life is devoted to RPGing, then yes, I am a nerd. Straight up. But we just started as, friends. The original idea for Fate's Battery came from a screenplay, believe it or not. And it was I don't know if it was actually optioned in Hollywood or if it was about to be optioned, but the person who wrote it is an option screenwriter. He's actually the guy who game masters all the games so far.
Wow.
And I think for the most part he had this kind of game dynamic in his head for a while, and it developed over a couple of years, and he tried it out on us and went through a whole campaign. The campaign that you guys see online is our second one, but we went through a whole campaign and just realized, we all had I had a surprisingly amount of fun. I didn't honestly expect to have as much fun as I really did, but then again, I've never really RPG'd a whole lot, so I didn't really know what that whole world was about. This one does it way more often than I do.
Yeah. When it comes to RPGs, I'm a huge fan of Warhammer 40k and fantasy, Dungeons and Dragons, some Pathfinder, Call of Cthulhu, things like that. And I've easily put over maybe 3,000 hours into RPG gaming.
Wow.
So hardcore.
Which version of D&D do you think is the best?
Probably 2nd edition. That's personal favorite.
That's awesome.
Okay.
That is awesome.
It's more. You said 4th edition. This podcast might have ended right there.
Yeah. I would have been like, get out. Just go home.
No, anyone that says that 4th edition is their favorite, I'm sorry if this offends. Actually, no, I'm not sorry if this offends anybody, but get out.
Yeah, 4th edition is just horrible.
Yeah. So
we've even slammed it publicly.
Yeah, we have multiple times.
That's what I just did.
So can you tell us where the name for Fate's Battery comes from? It's a zombie apocalypse survival RPG, correct? So I think you expect something like night of horror, zombies, or something like that. So
Yeah, Fate's Battery sounds
where's the name
pretty
Fate's Battery
militaristic,
come from?
actually.
It's I've had a lot of questions about the name. It's really funny that you say that. But for the most, it's actually the name of the original screenplay. I think they came up with the name from. I honestly like the name of the screenplays that he writes. They're all kind of unique. So, but a lot of people like. There's this guy on Reddit who asked. He was like, "How come there's no apostrophe S?" And I'm like, "Fate is battery." No, that doesn't. Does that make sense to you? No. Like, I don't know.
Welcome
but it's kind of like a. What's the word? Like a or something. I'm having trouble speaking English today.
Parlez-vous,
Francais? Yeah, I don't speak Francais. It's kind of like like it could mean something to most people. You know what I mean? To different people, it can mean something different to everybody. Like, I can't even think of what that's called.
Open interpretation.
Yeah, that's one way to describe it. But to answer your question, it came from the screenplay, so that's where it originally came from.
That's really cool.
Yeah. I actually am a writer as well.
Nice.
This most
pretty
of
awesome.
itself is writing and theater and playwriting and screenwriting stuff. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Fellow writer.
Yeah.
I can sense the enthusiasm.
I tried writing once, then I realized I'm a drummer. I just have to hit things.
I started an MFA program in the fall for playwriting and screenwriting. Which is cool. If I had my bachelor's,
It's so cool. Oh god.
So cool.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Anyway,
with 20 books.
should be right. That's heavy. All right. Anyway, moving on. How long has Fate's Battery been in
Oh,
development?
that's like 6 books.
How long have you guys been working on the game?
With all of us total, since we've come on, probably a solid 6 months, maybe a little bit longer. He's been actually the maker, has been developing, I think, the concept again for years. And I think the screenplay was written maybe a year ago or so. I think it was copywritten last year. So
Hold on.
it's all kind of evolved in a really weird process and way, but it's a great story. Like, honestly, the way there's a hook, obviously, in the game. There's an actual storyline to the game, so you get to find out some kind of big cultures that I know some of them, she doesn't actually, so it's kind of funny, but
Please no spoilers.
no, I'm not going to spoil anything.
Don't let spoilers.
But
Because otherwise Boris is going to have to stare at you as menacingly as he stared at that one door.
yeah, we're in another campaign. I don't know if I've uploaded it yet, but we're doing another campaign. We do it normally tonight, but we decided to talk to you guys instead.
Yeah.
And your character is like a Russian crazy dude. And
Yes.
Mine's like a I don't even know, a middle-aged weirdo, I guess. I don't know.
With the last name of Gerber, he's strange.
Yeah.
No, I don't know why I always play male characters, but in the main campaign that we currently have uploaded right now, I play a crazy country boy, who basically just does whatever he wants. He's pretty grody, yeah. And then Boris is just,
Wait, you have a character named Boris?
He's the kind of Russian guy that glares at metal doors, hoping to scare them open.
It's Bosco's brother.
Bosco was a character in a different campaign of ours. That is one of his sidekicks.
that I could be. Anyways,
Awesome.
Maybe they're related.
refer to the writer of your game as the creator. That is just fantastic.
Yeah, why does he refer to me as the creator?
Never. I do not need to inflate that ego.
Creator with a capital C.
Yeah, I figured.
Mine not.
So what can you tell us about? Give us a lot. If you tell us about plays, what's a typical session like? How many people do you need to play? That kind of thing.
We can. I guess you can answer.
Well, with the game, it's a very fast-paced game.
Speak up.
Oh, it's a fast-paced game. We have currently 4 players in total right now, but we GM rolls everything for us, so we don't have to sit there and roll and calculate everything. We just basically decide what we want to do, and it's very like go and fast progression, but it's really fun because there's unraveling story constantly.
And I think we can accommodate as many people as we want, but we like to do it on cam, so
Yeah.
As many as Google Hangouts will let us. I think that's like 10. So
Right.
you guys should come and play. Like seriously.
Yeah.
Now that we're like already in the podcast, you guys should definitely play.
For our cam sessions. But honestly, it's really fun, and character creation is really super simple.
Okay, cool. So that means like when I get doing something stupid, that I can roll character creation.
For the most part, there's 5. I think there's 5. Yeah, there's 5 main attributes that really run the game for the most part. The GM runs most of the main mechanics and the rolling and all that stuff behind the scenes. But when you make your character, which is crazy easy, you can attribute one of the 5 things to your character. So one of them is toughness, there's strength, there's sway, there's agility, focus. And then the last one's focus. And for my character, Taco Ted, he's like big, burly, brawny, murder rapist, essentially.
Taco Ted, correct? I heard that right. Taco Ted.
Yeah.
Taco Ted, yeah.
Hey, Taco Ted's way cooler than Otis Drifter, but Otis Drifter is just crazy, and he likes gasoline and turning dead bodies into artwork.
Otis, I think we're gonna actually go into how we create our characters in another video that I'll upload pretty soon. But
Yeah.
Otis actually is derived from a he's like a reference character essentially,
Yes.
which is kind of cool because you can literally make your character out of anybody. You can be Charlie Sheen if you want. I mean, I don't know how much. Maybe he'll play Sway or something. I don't even know.
What if you play Sean Connery?
Sean Connery, that would. But then you'd have to do that voice the whole time.
Yes, you have to do the voice the entire time, even when you're not speaking in character.
Dude, you could be.
I could totally be Sean.
And I'll be Chuck Norris, and it would be the defining moment in the game.
Yeah.
We'd have to find out.
Also,
What if Chuck Norris dies? Oh man,
Chuck Norris can't die.
he won't ever die.
He can't die.
If he
Essentially-
quote unquote died, he would just ascend into heaven and kick more ass.
Yeah.
Hell, when he was bored.
But essentially, when you create your character, you get to pick one of those 5 things that really actually helps you throughout the game. So for me, I chose strength because I figured, I honestly figured everybody else would be picking sway or things that would get them more political kind of ground in the game. And I was right with a few of them, but I think Otis actually got toughness. So she's really hard to kill, or he's really hard to kill. But for me, I picked strength, and I think there was one point, I'm pretty sure it's been uploaded, but I think in chapter 2 or 3, we got in a bind, and there was these zombies coming through the door, and they just kept coming, and me as Taco Ted killed 40 in a row because no one could
combo kill.
No one could even do it because they just didn't just kept.
I don't know how you can say that with a straight face.
So
You get a case. You get a burrito. You get a case.
Otis got fucking damaged, and he just went and laid down on a counter next to a sink, and totally had the GM rolling for dreams and then sleep farts and all sorts of things.
Oh, wow.
Just to be annoying and add to fun.
So
that's cool. You can be annoying too.
Where you guys at timeline-wise? Testing, launch.
Is Fate's Battery going to launch as a kind of like a?
Is it just your thing, or are you guys going to be publishing?
We're actually we are planning on publishing it. We're actually planning on doing a Kickstarter for the whole game. Once we kind of, we really wanted to test it out with the people first to see if they'd even, dig it or not. And for the most part, we had a couple of people join the game just from reaching out, and it's been interesting for sure. Just the different personalities that have come through, but.
If you check out the chapters on YouTube, personal favorite character, Pocket Pull. Not gonna get any spoilers until you check it out, but Pocket Pull is probably easily the most unique character of the bunch. Mostly because wizard hat.
And she actually wears a wizard hat during the game. It's kind of weird.
That's pretty awesome.
Awesome. But yeah, I forgot what the original question was now.
Oops.
Where on your timeline are you? Like, you have more testing to do?
Oh yeah, Kickstarter. That was a great Kickstarter intro, by the way.
You guys watching
But yeah, I think we're honestly about a couple months away from Kickstarter. We just want just a little more of a following before we go and launch the big thing. But essentially, even the Kickstarter, it's not going to take a lot to produce this game, which is kind of exciting. It's in my mind so far, what we've all talked about, it's literally going to be less than 10 grand to fully fund the whole thing and have it take off. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be at least another month or so before we're ready for the full Kickstarter thing.
That's really awesome. When do we get to play?
I have slots open. You guys should definitely send me your character sheets so that I can accommodate you guys in the game. The only thing is, we're only allowing. I could ask everybody, but we're only allowing one person for each game right now. But since you guys are kind of a dynamic duo, I might be able to accommodate both of you.
Personally,
I'm gonna be there.
And I'm more than likely going to play Arsenal, so that's just how it's going to go.
it's pretty cool.
So
But yeah, I mean, I think I have, honestly, just for real answer to your question, I have, I think, whatever the next Thursday is after the 26th. So I have to get back to you, but I'm pretty sure either the 26th or that next Thursday, which I'm pretty sure is into April.
we would be very.
Oh yeah, and then we do a total review and
Nice.
market that for you guys too.
That's awesome. No, definitely shoot me an email so I can just, because I'm gonna upload how to create like a character sheet and all that good stuff pretty soon. It's literally like if it takes you more than 10 minutes, like you're probably spending too much time on it.
Otis was made literally 40%.
I was eating a taco when I made taco, so that's where that came from.
Excellent.
But,
So
yeah.
here's the calendar.
So yeah, it'll be March. No, not March. No, I mean So yeah, April 2nd is like the soonest game day.
We should be able to play by.
I'm pretty sure both of you can play. I think that that could happen. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We call
Which is
Yeah.
You just have to promise that your characters are freaking rad.
Yeah, you have to be rad. It's like, no, just straight up be radical, bro.
I don't expect you to beat Taco Ted, at least in like, humor, but definitely like as crazy as you can think of. Like we're down for crazy.
Wait till you see the friggin' criticals that Taco Ted does and the moves that Taco Ted does. Like Taco Ted's this big guy doing all this sick stuff. It's awesome.
Yeah, I do love the dance thing. I don't know why, but he ends up doing like a lot of like twirls and I don't know. He's obsessed with like the movie Footloose.
Otis rips parts now and then gross people out.
But yeah.
So that's all the questions we want to tell us about Fates Matter that we haven't covered.
I'm pretty sure that was most of it. I mean, the only thing that Yeah, no, that was most of it. We got like all the attributes and stuff. And
one thing that we did leave out is how we level up attributes and stuff like that. Literally to train things like strength, toughness, etc., you literally go do that thing to increase level on it. So say if you've been doing a lot of talking to people or persuading or convincing people, you can get sways, and then sometimes you can get tokens for these things, which if you get 2 tokens, you can use that towards a point in any stat. Or you can use token as a reroll, which would be cool.
Very cool.
So essentially, you can literally build up your character to be like a, if you're trying to focus on sway, and you have, you have a lot of points in sway that you've been awarded because you've been, having these conversations. You could, if you're going after like a mid guy or a big guy or something, you could literally, that conversation would be most likely in your favor because you have, so many points like attributed to that. For me, like I'm building Top up to be like the most burly, scary ass motherfucker that ever lived. So he's, kind of, he's going for strength. Yeah, but
Otis is going for, Otis is going for, just kind of winging it, but like.
Otis is a winging it character for sure.
Yeah, he just does whatever he wants. Like, it's Otis, but. To put into kind of D&D terms with things with leveling up, say if you're to put all your points into sway, it'd be kind of like the bard who walked into the kingdom, told the king, and everyone in the room that he was the king. So everyone, including the king, believed him.
See, I was thinking
that's
be bard, Bob DeLong, and I'll be Thomas.
We'll just be Blink-182 post-apocalypse.
Oh man, that's great.
That was awesome.
That's the best idea I've ever had.
Only if when I string my guitar, it makes power chord sounds like it did in Death Metal.
Absolutely. And when I play bass, it's gotta be the hot pan, and it has to play.
If you're on a guitar, you can totally
Alright, well, characters have to work on it.
Yeah.
We have backups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
because dying in the game is a thing.
Yeah, you actually can die. Like
Yes.
that's a real thing. You can actually die. So if you are planning on making a crazy character that like, does one grand finale move in the very beginning, definitely bring a backup. Because if you die and you don't have a backup character, you could definitely,
Well, my backup for when they get too close to the guitar I have strapped in my guitar. I just strap that on my guitar.
just doing the backup.
That too. Like, transforms into an autonomous robot.
Well, thanks so much for talking to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. We really
Don't have a order. Thanks for coming on. More info from you guys coming in the future. We're excited to
You guys should definitely come back
Can't
on.
wait to play. Like seriously, let's flip it and play.
Yeah, no, let's play. Like we're all down to play. And
Yeah, we're
if you
serious.
guys wanted to write a review, that would be so much appreciated. We love reviews. So
Yeah.
you do those.
any way of spreading the news, we're down with that.
Yeah. Plus, you guys are gonna have a lot of fun in the game because we have a lot of flipping fun. So.
Yeah. Cool.
And we're literally flipping fun. We split a lot.
So, cool. That does it for episode 7.
Part 1 is done.
We'll be back in
Part 1 is done.
half an hour, not even, or 2.